I've always been a gamer. Anything with a joystick, esports as a sport, that we can all work together and be united. I go with the flow. I see, I feel the energy in the audience, on the panel. I see the other panels how it is, and that's what you got to do. Is like you got to say sometimes, no matter how well prepared you are, on the day, on game day, you just gotta go with the flow. Yeah, and you're going it all yourself, so. That's I think that. I heard your joke. I think that is. I think when it comes out naturally, it is important to the audience and the message that I want to portray. Yeah, there may be a bit, some hiccups or stumbles, but it's genuine, and that I think that is what everybody wants to see. They can feel the vibe, right? Yeah. It's really important because when you have the vibe and you're going with the flow and the communication is going really well, no one is bored. But when the flow starts, you cannot stop me. I mean, 45 minutes is not a lot. I mean, there should be like an after session or something as well. Because once the engine starts, it cannot, you cannot stop. You were talking at the panel about when you're winning, everyone is winning, and when we are at the competition, it doesn't matter about the medal, that everyone is winning, that we are there together, we are uniting. What is your opinion about it? Well, let me correct you, Anna, on that, just for a minute. I mean, everybody wants to win, there's no doubt about that. I mean, for your country, but not from the federation point of view, from a medal point of view. Money is important, but the more important is your fighting for your flag. You're fighting for the pride and honor of representing your country. It's different to being a pro player. The pro player is okay, you win the money, you win the prize, you're the best of the best. But with the national federation, with the Asian Games, SEA Games, World Championship, or if there's going to be another bigger tournament representing your country, it's more of a elite level. Yeah, showing the pride for your country. I want to use the term elite, not professional, but elite level. It's showing your pride because you have the money, you have the success, you are number one, but your number one is competing with the number one of that country. So, you get where I'm going with this? Yeah, do you think that the pro players, the tier 1 players, need to be included also? Because not all of them wants to participate in national federations tournaments. Definitely, there needs to be another IP, and like here, we Summit, IESF, is that it has to engage not just national teams, national federations, but the professionals, not just the professionals, the amateurs as well, the pro-am, like in golf, like traditional sports. We have to adopt these things and implement them with the esports, and that's, from my background as per the panel session, is that trying to bring the traditional, trying to bring the professional sports side of the business side to esports. Right now, yes, there is esports and business and competitions and lots of money being made, but it's specifically for that organizer, it's specifically for that team or event or that game. There is no universal for this platform. So I think national federations, continental federations, regional federations, and international federations can bring this together. Yeah, definitely. And that's the main goal, uniting everyone to participate and to be together. Yeah. Can you tell us more about yourself? What are you thinking at the moment, so the audience will get to know you better? And what are your goals? And what is most challenging for you while working? Well, I mean, esports, being the Chief Executive Secretary of Thailand Esports Federation, is not my day job. I mean, of course, we have our normal jobs, but we do this as a passion for gaming since very young, and also having a background in sports marketing, in traditional sports from football days. I want to bring what I've experienced and learned over the years from traditional sports, from football, and help to move esports as a sport. And what I'm doing currently is, yeah, I have my day job, like I said, but I also find time to relax and play games, of course.
Which is your favorite game?
Well, I'm old school-ish, so fighting games, of course, Tekken, Street Fighter. I grew up on Street Fighter. I like shooting games, for a very long time. CS:GO was one of my, go-to games, I would say.
Have you tried to compete sometimes in your life or no? You didn't went that way.
No, I didn't go that way. I went on the more, business side, the more of the, governance side, the more of the, the structure side.
Yeah. Why you love esports? Why you love your job?
Why I love esports? I mean, I don't love it, but I live it. It's different. It's in your DNA. Even though I'm 45, by the way, but since very young, I've got a thing for gaming, for playing games, whether it's PC, console, and now, of course, mobile. Mobile is very big in Asia. Mobile games, as we can see in the Asian Games and SEA Games. So I think it's almost about 80% of the market in Southeast Asia for mobile gaming. So it has a lot of, because the one thing I just want to say about mobile gaming is that everybody has a mobile phone.
Yeah.
So accessibility reaches, whether you're poor, rich, or middle class, whether you're anywhere in the country, in the world, you have access to your mobile. So gaming and esports can be played anytime, anywhere, any class, it's universal. So I think it's the future of the sports. And then the more important thing is that how do we engage with traditional sports? We need to partner. I talked about partnerships, I talked about unity. So we need to also partner with the traditional sports because they also want to capture the younger generation, and esports or gaming, anything with a screen, with a button, with a joystick, the young generation, the kids, they're gonna be hooked to it.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And what is your next challenge in the esports world? Do you have any plans in mind?
I don't know. I've been asked a lot to help with many organizations, but I need to find the time, and once I start something, I need to give it not 100% but 1,000% to it, because I don't want to disappoint the people that trust me to help them get to where they need to go. I prefer to work behind than to be in front in the spotlight, because I work better like that, and I think I can help more people like that. It's not about the money, or it's not about the power or anything. It's about doing something that everybody can benefit, and that's, for me, that is worth more.
And doing it the right way.
Doing the right way for the right reasons.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What is your advice for all the players?
The players?
Yeah, especially the players, because they have future. What do you think? What do you need to think about the future?
So, in any sport, the most important thing is the athletes, the players. Of course, without the players, without the athletes, that sport doesn't exist, right? It's natural. So my advice would be, don't get discouraged about you want to be a gamer, or this is follow your passion. But of course, it is people the federation, or myself, to help the young people, to guide them and set them on the path, because the players today are young, are the youth, and they will be leaders, they will be adults in the future. So what you do today to them or guide them is going to matter on their career path in their life. So set from day one, we have to understand them, we have to come closer to them, understand them, and be more supportive of them. Of course, there are some downsides to gaming and all this, but But once if we correct it and we come up with a good system, I think it will go further.
Yeah, and also the educational part and giving them all they need so they can go with the right path.
Yeah, well, education is not just about like academics.
Yeah.
Education is also about trying to give the message about gaming, esports, and not just for the athletes, for the players or for the young generation, also for the older generation, the parents, the teachers, you know, the politicians. All these things, everybody has to come together, work together, and understand it, because there's no escaping this anymore. It's out there. So how do we work together, develop it, and come? Of course, everybody has a different opinion. You know, like I always like to use the term, we agree to disagree, and then we come to a alignment. Same direction and move forward. You know, we have to compromise on all these things.
And last but not least, this year's World Championship is in Asia, in Indonesia. So what do you think, like, how will the World Esports Championship help the Asian esports market? Because the Asian esports market is really big.
Oh, look, it's even though it's in Bali, Indonesia, but it sends a message that Asia, Southeast Asia, is ready to host such a big esports tournament. And it's not just esports, it's a world championship, you know?
Yeah.
You know, one of a kind in the world. And for that to be in Southeast Asia, I mean, many years ago, Indonesia hosted the World Championship also, but here it's going to be something even more better than the last World Championship that was hosted in Indonesia. And it's not just about gaming or the sport, it's also about economics. So it puts a mark when in Asia or in Indonesia, it's not just about that country, but it's the whole region.
Yeah, definitely. And can you expect World Championship in Thailand?
Yeah.
Maybe
down the road, but I wouldn't rule it out. Yeah, there's been some talks, but as I said, everything comes back to the policy, the infrastructure, and the many parties involved: government, private sector, NGOs, and you know, so on. And the federation is the most important.
Yes, definitely.
To bring everybody together.
Thank you for your time, Ben, and the interview. It was great.
Is
it?
It was
my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, Anna. Always a pleasure to be here, and always, you know, happy to be in Busan. And thank you, IESF, for always inviting me here to speak on the panel. And thank you.